conflict resolution mechanisms and multicultural aerospace work environments in India. So guided by Dr. Divakar Tripathi and Dr. Praveen Kumar Sharma, Associate Professors, Suresh Gyan Vihar University, Jaipur. Uh, so coming to introductions, this is in India, it's one of the fastest growing global aerospace market with investment of aircraft manufacturing, satellites, avionics, and defense. This requires high precise teamwork and communication strategy adhere to safety critical timelines. Okay. As we work in India, inherently diverse due to linguistic, regional, and cultural variation within India. This impact, the cultural factor, may influence how instructions are interpreted or disease is raised. To analyze the nature, source, and patterns of the multicultural aerospace team across public and private organization. This helps to identify the conflict resolution frameworks best suited for the high reliability engineering driven work environments like aerospace. So these are the few of the example for the review of literature. We have collected around 50 research paper based on the conflict resolution mechanisms. So these are the examples. The examples will highlight how the conflicts in aerospace or in IT sectors will work. Okay. So I'm moving to research gap. So after this literature review, we found the research gap. It is very limited to in multicultural teams, not only in IT sectors, not in particular to aerospace structure, that is with Indian context. So limited literature specifies examine conflict resolution mechanisms within Indian multicultural aerospace workforce. This study addressed the gap through tailored mixed methods approach grounded in aerospace or operations in reality. Moving to next research methods. Here we use the research approach as a mixed method to capture qualitative data and quantitative qualitative experience for the comprehensive conflict insights. So quantitative survey, it includes statistical analysis, identifies measurable patterns. In qualitative interviews, so qualitative inquiry explores cultural interpersonal factors influencing the conflict. So moving to the qualitative survey. So the survey scope and participants. The survey was conducted across aerospace organization, including public and private sector enterprises in India. So key variables we measured here: conflict frequency, communication clarity, cultural diversity, leadership effectiveness, and conflict resolution. The data collection and instrument. So valid instruments like interpersonal conflict scales and communication effectiveness were used, like Likert scale responses. We collected these information from the Google form with the questionnaires. The quantitative sample considered, so 180 aerospace professionals. So we collected all the information from the professional using the questionnaires. Next, moving to qualitative interviews, the interview participant diversity, we conducted 24 in-depth interviews among the engineering, production, and the system integration teams in aerospace organization. Exploration of communication norms. Interviews explored cultural communication norms, hierarchy, perception, emotional conflict responses, and leadership expectation. So these qualitative interviews resulted through thematic coding analysis. Interview transcription were analyzed with the thematic coding to identify the key themes like power distance and hierarchical intervention. So moving to the results, the result for the qualitative and quantitative, we found for the qualitative, we found cultural diversity within teams and communication clarity, leadership style, directive or collaborative, and organization structure. These were the main driven factor for the conflict resolution and conflict arises. Next one is qualitative insights. Conflicts often driven by communication mismatch, that is the tone, directness, interpretation. Then the direct different cultural forms for the feedback and confrontation, hierarchical expectation influencing voice and escalations. So overall insight about this result, combined data shows that multicultural dynamic diversity shape how conflict emerges, escalate and get it resolved in the Indian aerospace environment. So for the discussion, we have five communication factors. Communication clarity is the strongest predictor of the conflict frequency. Cultural and interpersonal dynamics. The interview shows conflict often rises from the stable cumulative misunderstanding related to directness or politeness, interpretations of authority of emotional express norms. Next one is leadership influence. Effective leader who communicate clearly and invisibly reduce the conflict significantly. Training and organizational systems. Cross-cultural training rated low, often generic, missing aerospace specific communication and conflict challenges. The last one was effective conflict resolution approaches. So collaborative problem solving rated most effective with respect to joint design reviews, cross-functional groups, iterative discussion will help us to avoid the conflicts. Next one, conclusions and future work. The multicultural aerospace teams in India enhance innovation, but also exhibit increased conflict potential when cultural norms misalign with the communication expectation and hierarchical structures. So conflict frequency is strongly influenced by the cultural diversity, with communication clarity and leadership behavior serving as a critical mediating factors. The key conflict drivers include ambiguous or indirect communication, inconsistent information flow, and culturally shaped speeches pattern. Existing conflict resolution mechanism remain limited with gap in cross-cultural training, structural escalation pathway, and the effectiveness of the informal supervised level mediation. This paper study proposes culturally adaptive aerospace conflict resolution framework to integrate the standardized communication, culturally informed leadership, and structured conflict pathways, collaborative problem solving, and psychological safety to strengthen the organization resilience. This is the conclusion of this paper, and these are the some of the paper we used for the literature. Thank you.